All praise be to Allah, the Creator, Sustainer, Provider and Protector of the world. Peace, blessings and salutations be upon Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the one who was sent to dispel darkness when at a time the whole world was drowning in it, and upon his family and upon his companions, the Sahaba, who sacrificed their wealth, time and their precious souls in the path of Allah, solemnly to cultivate the pleasure of Allah Jalla Shanahu wa Ta'ala. My dear respected elders and brothers, I humbly request you to accept all the commandments of Allah Jalla Shanahu wa Ta'ala and to refrain from whatever that Allah Jalla Shanahu wa Ta'ala prohibited us through His Kalam and His last messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam from the Hadith. My dear respected brothers and elders, Allah Jalla Shanahu wa Ta'ala had given us a very short period of time in this world. Hazrat Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, A'maru ummati ma bayna 16 wa 70. The lifespan of my ummah in this world is between 60 years and 70 years. A very short period of time. A very short period of time. If we compare that with the life of hereafter, the life of akhirah, it is only 1.5 hours time that Allah has given us in this dunya. So this is the reason why Rasul Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam repeatedly told us, this worldly life is a temporary life. We have come to live a very short life in this world. And Allah Jalla Shanahu wa Ta'ala, through His Kalam, through His Quran, He always emphasized that this worldly life is very short. It is a temporary life that Allah has given this life us to test. So my dear brothers, the short span of this life that Allah has given us is to do good amal, to please Allah, to accept and bring into practice the life of Rasul Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. If we are able to do this in this worldly life, insha'Allah ta'ala, that Allah promises us that our life in the qabr, our life in the day of judgment, and our life in the Jannah will be the most happiest times in our lives. So my dear brothers, whatever the Quran says, whatever that Rasul Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam preached us, is to spend this little time in this worldly life according to the wishes of Allah Jalla Shanahu wa Ta'ala and according to the life of Rasul Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So we make it a point that we live according to the Quran and the Sunnah. We accept the orders of Rasul, the orders of Allah Jalla Shanahu wa Ta'ala, the commandments of Allah Jalla Shanahu wa Ta'ala, and follow the life of Rasul Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, in order to be victorious in this worldly life and be victorious in the hereafter. So my dear brothers, we always should keep in mind, one day, that we are going to pass through this world. Maut is going to come to us, and that is the end of the worldly life. This is a truth where the non-Muslims also accept that the death will come to us. There is no doubt in it. So my dear brothers, this 1.5 hours that Allah has given us in this worldly life, we have to utilize it. We have to use it in the proper manner to please Allah Jalla Shanahu wa Ta'ala and to bring the lifestyle of Rasul Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in our day-to-day life. In accordance with this, my respected brothers, I have taken some advice of Hazrat Luqman alayhi salatu wa salam in this Jum'ah. Hope that will benefit to you and to the Ummah as well. My respected brothers, Hazrat Luqman alayhi salatu wa salam, he told his son, Ya Bunayya, O my son, he said, there are 8 things in your life. If you practice them, if you bring in your life these 8 matters, that your life in this world will be victorious and you will be victorious in the hereafter as well. These are the advice of Hazrat Luqman alayhi salatu wa salam to his son and to the Ummah at large. My dear brothers, the first advice that he gave, he said to his son, إِذَا كُنْتَ فِي الصَّلَاةِ فَاقْفَلْ قَلْبَكَ. If you are in prayer, if you are in salah, if you are offering salah to Allah Jalla Shanahu wa Ta'ala, then make sure that your heart is present in the presence of Allah Jalla Shanahu wa Ta'ala. My dear respected brothers, let us keep our hands on our hearts and question ourselves. When I pray, does my heart be present in the presence of Allah Jalla Shanahu wa Ta'ala, or it just goes off and when I give salam it comes back to me? Just imagine, brothers, all our matters come to our mind when we are in salah. Things that we have forgotten, things that we have to do, our matters, all our matters comes to our heart once we do the takbir and we stand for salah. Hazrat Luqman alayhi salatu wasalam told his son, make sure that your heart is present in front of Allah Jalla Shanahu wa Ta'ala whenever you offer salah. This is a victory. This is a victory in dunya and as well as in akhirah. My dear brothers, let's leave aside the others. We have a habit of thinking about others. We think that we are good and others are bad. We think that we do it right and others do it wrong. Let us keep our hands on our minds, our hearts, and question ourselves. When I do my Jum'ah prayer today, when I do the Ihram Takbir, is my heart present in the masjid? Is my heart present in the presence of Allah Jalla Shanahu wa Ta'ala? If it is so, my salah and my worldly life is victorious. If it is not, my dear brothers, we have to strive, we have to put our effort in bringing our heart into the salah, bringing our hearts into the salah. As we all know, whenever we do our ihram takbir, we might not know that the niyyah of the salah should come in between the letter alif of Allah and the letter Ra of Akbar. Whenever you do salah, your niyyah, your intention of the salah should occur between the alif and the Ra of Allahu Akbar. If you have kept the niyyat, if you have kept the intention before you say Allahu Akbar, or if you have kept the niyyat after you say Allahu Akbar, your intention is wrong and it is not accepted. Your salah is not accepted. So my dear brothers, when we do Allahu Akbar, the Ihram Takbir, the niyyah, the intention of that salah should be present in between the letter Alif of Allah and the letter Ra of Akbar.